Welcome, welcome. Tonight we're going to talk, this is September PoM, Pattern of the Month. Pattern of the Month. This should be POTM, Pattern of Month. Never thought about that before, but anyway. Welcome, welcome. We're just going to make this, cardigans are so popular right now. This is a cardigan. This was a Brunello Cucinelli cardigan that I knocked off. This was probably like $2,000 or $3,000. Ours is a lot cheaper. So we're going to talk about fun ways to do it. Several have sent in about how they did it. We've got a giveaway that somebody won $50 for, and we'll announce that winner. But before we start all of this, so I was watching, doesn't matter. I just got this really cool idea that there's so many great things out there. And, you know, when you watch the news, we don't see great things. We see a really lot of bad things. But anyway, I was watching this information and these great things came across. So I thought the first thing I want to do is tell you about a song. So I play the piano and there's a song and it's called The River Flows in You. River Flows in You. And it's by Yuruma. It's a Korean artist. River Flows in You. So my suggestion is, just when you get a chance, not right now, just search for that song, River Flows in You, Yuruma. It's just beautiful. Okay, and that's when you're just relaxing and going to take a chill pill. And then the other thing I'm going to tell you about is you can search for Magic Trick Gone Wrong Plate Drop. Magic Trick Gone Wrong Plate Drop. And you're looking for the father and the son. And it's got like over 3 million views. Magic Trick Gone Wrong Plate Drop. Father, son. You'll find it. And just, you know, if you've had a tough day, just watch it. It's just funny. I can sit here and think about it and start laughing. It's just cute. Especially when you start to think about how children or how our relationships sometimes twist the narrative. Okay, that's probably what's funniest of all. All right. Oh yeah, they're both on YouTube. You can search. Thank you. They're both on YouTube. You can just search for them in the search bar. Okay. All right. So that's your inspiration for the week. We're going to talk clothes. If we bore you here, we'll at least bring in some other information for you that might help you have some fun. So 220 Brunello Cucinelli's sweater. We've got all kinds of wonderful sweater knits. We just got all kinds of fun things. The first thing I want to do is just explain the pattern. So this has a, now I did this one in particular. This is a two-sided fabric. The fabric is, I think it's $83.99. Yep, $83.99. It's pink and black. Pink is so popular right now. I've been wanting to do something in pink for a little while and I haven't done it, and so this was my case. Okay, so it's got a front. It's a shawl collar, has a French dart. And then, and for this one I just made a scarf. I keep throwing around this scarf because I thought it's so appropriate to, since it's two-sided, to make a fun little scarf because you could wear it with so many other things. In the back it's got a shield. And so the shield is shorter, obviously, than the back, but it comes around and it's sewn into the side. And then there's a little opening at the side. So see, this side piece here is a result of this here. I thought you could see this better if I did it in two different colors, two different fabric. I mean, it's the same fabric, but two different sides. So you can see there's a slit there on the side. This opens up to the sleeve. So it's a great cardigan. It's just a really cute little cardigan. Now in this case, I did the pink in the front, but this is typically going to get folded to the inside. I just folded it to the outside. So that's what gave me the black stripe down the middle. Okay, so instead of turning to the inside, I just folded it to the outside. So the first thing we're going to do is show you those of you who sent in the photos. And we have a winner of these being shown. I'll show them all. I mean, you know, the winner, we don't choose a winner by good. They're all great. we just put it into a file, put in a formula, and a winner comes up. So the winner is completely random. It's not based on anything. Okay, so let's look at this first picture. And I want to show you these and tell you a little bit about the emails that came with it, because they're all just cool. So what she did in this particular case is she took scarves, and she had 2 scarves, and she decided that she could make the jacket out of scarves, which indicates pretty much a very lightweight, because there's really no weight that wouldn't work. It's really very versatile. We did a sew along a little while ago. You could use knit or woven. If you use woven, you have to do a little bit of kind of pleating in because the fabric doesn't have ease in it. But other than that, you can use fabric, you can use knit or woven. All right, so this next one, we're going to show you, and this is adorable. I love 2 different fabrics, or it could be the wrong side and the right side. She actually didn't tell me what that was, but I love this. 2 different fabrics. It's just great on. You can see that's no changes made to the pattern. That's the length it is. It goes right below your rear end on most of you, and then of course it's just great. It's that little shield in the back. It's just really good looking. I just love to see what you all are doing with this. Okay, and then the next one. This is again, I love the fabric. Love the texture on this. She rolled up the sleeves rather than leaving them long. She shortened that, I think. It looks shortened to me just because of the way it looks, which is fine, no big deal. All right, next one. I wanted you to kind of see this as almost like a fleece. So again, great. I love I mean, the back is the winner of all of it, but even how the back portion comes around, how I showed you how it comes into the side, it's just a home run. It's just really a great little top. Sweater, I guess it is. All right, and the next one. She put pockets on hers. She actually made 2, and she put pockets, and I just love those pockets. You know I don't. Kidding. She loves the pockets, so that's what's more important. And then I love this because it's the use of stripes. So you can see that and the original was a ribbed sweater, so the stripes did go horizontal on the back, and then, or on the upper piece, and then vertical on the body. And I just love the way this looks. And this is a shawl collar, and it's still using stripes, but I just think it's a real win-win. Okay, so that's all that's sent in. And if you were one of those pictures that was shown and your name is Susan, then you know who you are, then you won $50. You're our winner for our September POM. So congratulations. All you have to do is email me or place an order, and then we'll credit back the $50 is how we do it. Okay? All right, so congratulations, and thanks for everybody for sending in. And I feel bad. I got a couple emails, and one lady had a really, like, she fell, like she broke, she hurt. And so I feel bad that she was trying to sew and something went askew. So our warm regards out to her. Next month, she'll be in next month's POM. Okay, now what I want to do now is I want to show you a couple pictures of what's in trend and what I have envisioned now for this cardigan. Okay, so we're going to show you a couple pictures on this, and you can see cardigans are long. Cardigans are not only long, they're long. They're all the way to the floor long. Now you can obviously decide how long you want them. I've noticed that when I've worn a cardigan that's long, like almost all the way to the floor, it's a little more difficult to deal with. It's getting in and out of cars, you know, all that kind of stuff. You gotta be careful, but it's very good looking, and it's really an attractive look. All right, next. This one, I wanted you to see, you know, the hood, I took this picture because I wanted you to see that the back shield on this thing kind of has a hooded effect, a hooded look. You know, obviously you can't put the shield up over your head, but it really does have a nice balance, I'm going to call it, to it. It just looks really beautiful. All right, and you can see that cardigan, it's knee length. This one, again, it's knee length. Black with jeans, just a great look. It's just perfect for everyone, or doesn't even have to be black, just whatever with jeans. It's just exactly what I've got on. The long cardigan and then the base player. Okay, and then you can see this one. Darker jeans, lighter top, lighter sweater. I made my tank, or it's not a tank, it's the sweater set to match my cardi, but there's so many options. Honestly, I could have shown you 100 of these pictures. This long cardi is everywhere for fall 2025. If you really want to make something that looks really on trend and really current, it's this long cardigan. Okay, and what I did is I added 10 inches to the bottom of the pattern, and I'm just going to show you a couple points where there's only 3 pieces. This pattern only has 3 pieces. But when you're adding length to it, you've got to add to the front. Obviously, it's really clear. You've got to add there. And you've got to add to the back, and that's pretty clear. You've got to add there too. But where you also have to add is this back panel where this piece comes out. This piece is kind of weird looking. You've got to add 10 inches to it also, so that it will go all the way to the bottom of the cardigan, which is what it's supposed to do. So don't even worry about that comment. Just once you go into it, you'll say, oh, this is what she was talking about. You've got to add in all 3 places. All 3 pieces will require additional length and probably an extra yard of fabric, and it's very easy to do. Okay? Is that back a full back and the shield decorative? Is the back a full back? The shield goes into the sleeve. This is a really cool pattern, you guys. The shield goes into the sleeve, the back does not. Okay, so it's a full back, but the shield goes into the sleeve. Okay? Okay. Like I said, it's when you look at, or what I did, I looked at it and I thought, okay, this is like way cool. Like, this has got to be a pattern. That's what I say to myself. All right, any questions on that? We're good so far? Okay, so now what I want to do is just show you fabrics, because I've got great fabrics. I've ordered fabrics, from all my vendors. I said, give me the best of your best, your sweater knits. And so that's what we did. We got a whole bunch of great sweater knits in, and I put them up. So we're going to go over fabrics and show you. And there's all kinds of looks you can get depending on what you want to do. Keep in mind, you can mix knits and wovens. You can mix 2 fabrics together. There's just a lot of fun you can have with this pattern, and that's the goal, is to get you to recognize it's a real simple sew and it's a lot of fun. All right, so if you're new to us, you're going to go to silhouettepatterns.com. We are at fabrics, which is the tab kind of, not at the very top, but kind of a little bit down, fabrics. And then once you get to fabrics on the right hand side, if you'll click view all, and that way all of the fabrics will come up. And then if you'll scroll all the way toward the bottom, there's 17 fabrics that I've got here. And those 17 fabrics are at the bottom of the fabrics page. They're not at the top of the page. Just FYI. If I wanted to shorten this, would I need to alter the shield portion? You guys, I don't think I'd shorten this. The styling right now, it's just not that long. And they're long. So you can go in and email me, Peggy@silhouettepatterns.com, and tell me your height, but don't anticipate shortening it before you've even started the pattern. Just simply because the styling is long. Like I said, you can see where mine is. I've added all these inches to it. I would not recommend you shortening it. However, if you shorten it, to answer your question, you want to keep the proportion, yes, of the top to the shield. If you shorten the top, you have to shorten the shield as well. Okay? Okay, so these are 1700 is the number we're using. We've got 1701 all the way through 1717. All right, and this first one is a Pontoroma, and it is, it's a designer, and I know you know the name, it's Theory. And it's their logo fabric. If you kind of look at it, it's got THs all over it for Theory. We'll come in close. It's a gray, black, white is what it is. It's Pontoroma. It's got stretch in both directions. I don't know, can you come in real close on that just so they can see? You can see those are THs is what those are. Yeah, from a distance you don't see that, but that is their logo for Theory. And so this is their logo fabric. And like I said, it's like a Pontoroma, stretch in both directions. It'd be great for anything, jacket, but especially for this little sweater, or for this little cardigan, I thought it would just be really, really cute. And then with it, I bought it at the same time at the same vendor. This is Theory also. This is a gray, and it has stretch in both directions, and it's a scuba. And it's heavy. Hold on just 1 second. All right. So this gray is a very lightweight scuba. It has stretch in both directions. It's a cotton poly. But you guys, you know, this scuba, if you've shopped, it's just getting more and more popular. And I think for a while I thought, boy, will that really catch on? It's Acris, Lafayette 148. I mean, Brunello Cucinelli, all these real expensive names are using scuba. And so they must just really like it, and their customer must like it. So we have scuba. And I noticed it's getting more and more expensive. What was not that expensive in the beginning, I wish I had some of that back, it's gotten really expensive. All right, so this is it's a black, kind of a black and white and gray. Or I guess black and white sometimes, but I just thought this was so pretty for a little cardigan. So I've noticed that I love these little open weaves because they make perfect cardigans. They're just another layer. You can wear them open. You don't even really notice that they're there, except they are. So like in my case, what I did is I made a sleeveless top underneath, and then I just made a cardigan to go over, which I will wear open, but it's long. It's just fun. It's just it's like that third piece, and it's there, but it's not there. So I just think this is perfect for that. And this is 1703. Now, I decided the fabric content is there because sometimes I say the wrong thing. The information that's there on the site is correct. So sometimes if I say the wrong thing, people say, yeah, but you said this, and then it's this. So I don't need to say it, actually, because it's right there on the site, and you guys can see what the fabric content is. And that way you won't worry which one's right because it's right there. All right, so that's a black, white, and a gray, and I'm going to call that kind of like a sweater. This next one is a Hugo Boss, and it's really beautiful. We don't have a lot of this yardage left. We've sold so much of it in the store. I called it a tan. It's kind of a dark tan. It's a perfect color. I mean, just a perfect color for anything, you know, regardless of what you're going to make. It has stretch in both directions, and the drape is incredible. Part of the reason the drape is incredible is simply because it has viscose in it. It's a viscose lycra, so it's really a beautiful piece. Okay, and because it goes with this really cool, this is a Karen Kane piece. I put those together because this would be great. It'd be a cute little cardi. So if you notice when we went through those cardis, or if you go through and go back through them again, I was really impressed at how different weights the fabrics were. There were so many different weights that really seemed to work and to do very well. This is actually a viscose. It's got beautiful drape, really pretty color. It ties in the greens, the browns, everything that's just popular right now. It's just a really right on trend color. This is 1705. 1706, this is a suede. This is a stretch suede. It's a faux stretch suede. So you can see it's got enough stretch that it would be so pretty to do a faux suede in this. I mean, there's not a fabric you couldn't do it in, I don't think. It's just a matter of make more than one. That's the goal. So this faux suede has great drape. It's pretty color. It's a real rust color. Okay. And then it has, that goes with this, or I felt like it really was pretty with this black and gold, this stripe. I just love this fabric. So This I thought would be cool because on one side it's checked and on this back side it's striped. So you could really play with which side did you want to do checks and which side did you want to do plaids. Isn't that beautiful? That's such a beautiful fabric. Now this is a woven, it's not a knit, so you'd have to do a little bit of easing in. Around the neck edge you'd have to ease in. But you could even do a bias on that back. Anyway, just fun. It would just be a fun piece to play with, and it's beautiful. Very pretty piece. This next one is 1708. Yeah, 1708, and it's the Armani. This is a chevron. Now, this again would be so beautiful. I felt like to go one direction, you know, vertical. This is like a Pontoroma. It's a beautiful piece of fabric. But one direction in the body, and then the shield, the back shield, turn it another direction. You could really get a lot of play off this. It's a chevron. It's blue and black are the color combinations. And you know, somebody sent me an email and I thought this was a really good point, and I missed obviously I missed a lot of things I wish I would have said about Armani, but he was credited for creating a new color, and it's called greige. And it's a combination of gray and beige, because you don't really see gray and beige done together. They're opposite ends of the color wheel and yada yada. So this color called greige, and it's interesting because as I look at some of the fabrics that I have from him, I really do see that greige. You know, you don't know if it's gray or if it's beige, and it's kind of that blend in between. So anyway, thank you for sending that to me, for you who did. So we start in now to the little sweater knits. I love these. There's different fibers. Some are cotton poly, some are cotton. They're just different. But they're all sturdy and they're all stable, and they would all be fabulous. They have great selvage on the edges if you wanted to do something fun with the selvage. But they're really pretty little sweater knits. This would be 1709. Yeah, 1709. This is the last one on the top row. Isn't that pretty? It's such a pretty sky blue. It's a beautiful color. I love when you take spring colors, or when you take spring colors and put them in fall fabrics, and vice versa. I just really think it's pretty when that's done. Okay, so that's the first 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just take a minute and just see if you have any questions, or if you want to see any of those again, we can do that. Now remember that when I did mine, will the fur ship soon? Yes, we just got the fur in actually. There's a lot of fur, so just know, yes, it'll ship soon. We'll have it all shipped by probably middle of next week, my guess, middle of next week. Whenever I say time frames, I'm always hesitant, you guys, because you wouldn't believe what's happened, but you don't even want to know, and I don't blame you for not caring. But anyway, there's just problems that happen, and we just have to deal with the problems the best we can. But just knowing we're making our best effort. And you all get tracking numbers, so please pay attention to your tracking numbers. About how big is the repeat in the plaid? This one is probably, it looks like it's about a 3-inch square. Maybe 4. 3 to 4 inch. I would say closer to 4 probably. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's just beautiful. Okay. All right, we got that one. That was a good question, by the way. Not that they're all not good questions. I should have known. I should have had that one ahead ready for you. How much are they today? Whatever the price is marked on each of the fabrics, that's the price they are. These fabrics, just so you know, if you are new here, they're only up until Friday. They stay up Tuesday. They come up on Tuesday and they go down Friday night late. We take them down. So they're just these few days that they're up for. Is that good? Oh, 1707. What do you think about the stripes? Vertical front and back with the plaid on the overlay. You know, I think this would be so pretty to make them horizontal on the front. And the reason I say that is because, remember, it's a shawl collar. It would depend on how you placed it. There's enough space in between here that if you place the shawl going right through the black, I think it would work. But I think it'd be fun almost to place the stripes horizontal on the front, vertical on the back, and then diagonal bias on the overlay. Or else bias on the front. Obviously there's so many ways to do it. Bias on the front I think would be beautiful also, because you'd get such movement out of that front. And there's not a lot going on in the front. And then if you did vertical in the back and horizontal along the overlay, you know, that you just got to kind of go through all the possibilities and say, okay, this is the one I like the best. And a lot of times, you know what, I'll ask somebody else, hey, what do you think of this? And you know, it's always fun to get somebody else's opinion. The center of the front on your cardigan, is it just folded to the inside and stitched? Yes. Yes. So this, yeah. So the collar is quite wide and it's turned under. And then this is just folded to the inside and just stitched, yes. Now that's why what I was saying on the pink and black one, if you have a dual-sided fabric, which this one actually, I could have used both sides of this fabric. I didn't, but I thought about it. And then for some reason I just decided, nah, I didn't want to. But anyway, you could fold to the outside, which is what made this band down the front. Because instead of folding to the inside, which is typically what you would do, I went ahead and just folded the black to the outside because I had that two-sided fabric and I really wanted to make use of it. I kind of wanted to repeat the whole concept throughout the garment. Okay? All right. So that's 17, that's the first 9 fabrics. So we're going to go to the bottom row and we have 8 more. 9 and 8, yes, 17 total. We've got some beautiful sweater knits, you guys. I just love these sweater knits. I was so happy when I found them. It's hard to find. What are the crowns by our names? That means you're queen. I have no idea, you guys. But we'll just say that you're queen and you're the best. I don't have any idea. Sorry. Oh, it has to do with how much you chat. We think. You're just lovely ladies. How's that? I want a crown by my name. Okay. Price again. I haven't given any prices. I don't know the prices. They're all on the website though, you guys. Every fabric, if you just go to the fabric number, you don't even have to go to the fabric. You could just type in like 1709. Type that into the search bar. That fabric will come up. The price will be right there. It's too much information for my pea-sized brain to try to remember. So rather than remembering, I actually write it down for all of us. And then I don't have to remember. We can just play. Does that work? You can do a split screen, one of the webcast and one of the website, and then you can go back and forth maybe. Okay, so we're going to start at 1710, which is the fabric I used. So if it looks like I'm twinning my bolt, it's because I am. So see, this is where I said I couldn't decide which side to use, because I like this side, but I didn't use it. I used the other side. And I don't know if it's right or wrong, to be honest. Doesn't matter at this point. I guess I could wear my sweater inside out. I guess I could wear my cardigan inside out. But it's pretty. It has pretty drape. I just fell in love with it. And you have to keep in mind that before I started what I wanted, I already had it in my head. I knew I wanted a long duster. I've got to go somewhere this weekend, and I'm wearing jeans, and I really wanted a long cardigan to wear with jeans. I just think it's a really cool look right now. It's real popular. And so I thought, okay, this is perfect. I'll make this color with my jeans. And then I decided I didn't want like a white shirt. I wanted a shirt that matched, so I decided to make my shirt. So those were all the reasons. I had this vision in my head, what I wanted, and I just worked it backwards. So that is 1710. Then we go 1711. And this also is a really beautiful piece. I think that if wine, pinks, these are all so popular right now that I just love these colors. Again, I don't even know what side is the right side. I'm going to show them both to you so that you can, we'll kind of get in there and show you. These have great drape. They're very pretty, very easy to work with. They press well, they hold up well. Even though they're really light and airy, they hold up very well. So you can see there's both sides there, the front side and the back side. I'm going to give a little bit of wiggle. They have great drape, so you can wear them open. They're just pretty. Lots of options, though. There's lots of options you can do with it. Certainly way more than this cardigan. Now this one I know is 17, 10, 11, 17, 12. This one's 100% cotton. And it's, again, I don't know which side is right or wrong. You can see where I've gone through and burned them all. But anyway, isn't that pretty? I mean, I think it'd be fun to use both sides. They're really pretty. The sides are both really nice. So that's the fun about the fabric. Once you get it, feel it, touch it, play with it. And then you get to decide whatever you want to do. But this pattern certainly allows you to use both sides. Okay, so that's 9, 10, 11, the 17, 12. And I brought in this faux leather because this is a stretch. And a lot of times we wouldn't be able to do a leather, but with the stretch in here, we really would be able to. So this is a really beautiful blue. It has stretch in both directions. It's a Brandon Maxwell. And we've just got a little bit left of it. But it's perfect time of year. It's the perfect color. It's that color Princess Catherine wore it in a suit. She had it in a suit. So it's a really popular color right now. And it's a really pretty color. So it's a faux leather. And it has a really nice back. The backing is a black and very soft. So this is a Brandon Maxwell piece. So if you don't know who that is, you'll want to look him up because he does some beautiful stuff. Okay. All right, and then this next one is, I loved how open and airy it is. Now this is a woven. So it can be done, like I said, you've got to do a little bit of, just kind of fidgeting around the neck edge where it would where normally it would stretch around the shawl collar. You're just going to have to kind of do little pleats across the inside of that neck edge. But it looks, from a distance, you don't even see the stripes, but once you come close up, I put it in because I thought it would be fun to have a play on those stripes. They're really beautiful. They're lightweight. They're white, or not a white, it's a milk, and then a black. It's just really pretty. And the closer you get on the fabric, it's a textured, the prettier it is. It's really very nice. Nice pictures, man. Those look really good. Okay, then this next one is a black and red. And because he was nice enough to give me, I just went ahead and got this whole roll, and he gave me a really good price. So I kind of passed along that really good price. Black and red is just so popular right now. Red especially. But it's, it gets paired with black. But it's just pretty. Great drape. I found as I sewed with the one I have on it, I didn't have any fabric shifting, nothing changed. I just loved it. It's really easy to work with. Presses well. Always you stabilize your neck edges first. I didn't have any issues, but I did that. Even when I sewed my little top, I didn't have any issues with the armholes or anything. It just fits really nice. Isn't that pretty? That black and red is just really nice. So this is 17, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 17, 15 is this one. Okay? All right, and then we've got the last two. I put in just kind of to be pieces with this. These are both Laura Piana. And if you look at them side by side, now this is a cashmere blend. It's mostly cashmere. They're very, very, it's almost 100%. It's not quite 100%. This one is, and the prices are incredible. So just FYI. This one is a red undertone, a blue undertone, I'm sorry. This one I put them side by side so you can see this is an orange undertone. This is a cashmere wool, but a lower percent of cashmere than what this one is. So I put both of them kind of together. Let me just pull this out and show it to you. They're both Laura Piana. They're both, they would be great cardigans. They're just beautiful pieces of fabric. And they go well with this sweater set, so I thought this would be a nice pair of pants or slacks where you could really combine them together. I was looking to do that. But also, truth be told, Thursday night we're having a trench coat concept, and there's a Laura Piana red trench coat that I picked up on that I'm going to show you, and I wanted this would be perfect fabric for a trench coat. Just perfect. So Thursday night I'm going to show you, and I wanted to have the fabric up while I was showing that trench coat, and so I put it in for here for today. Okay, and then this one, that's the cashmere. This one has cashmere in it, but it has less cashmere than that one. So price point, it's a little bit less, and this is a cashmere wool blend. And it's just beautiful. I wish you could feel it. It's just stunningly beautiful. But like I say, it has the orange undertones, whereas this one has the blue. All right, so this is 17, 16, and 17, 17, I think is what we're at. See, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, 17, 16, and 17, 17. Okay, let us know if you have any questions on these, and we'll pull them out and show them to you again. We just want to make sure you can see them and you can kind of get an idea as to what you'd like. See, this is fun sewing. We've got the pattern. We've got all these ladies who have done it. You know how cute it looks on. You're just ready to go. And everybody needs a long cardi with their jeans. Okay, so let's see what questions we have. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the center of the front of your cardigan, is it just folded to the inside and stitched? Yes. Yes. On this particular fabric, you can't really even see the stitching. On this particular, well, I turned it to the outside, so you're not going to see the stitching on that either, actually. Oh, yes, I forgot. Thank you. Did you ruche the bottom of the sleeves on the sweater you're wearing? Yes and no. So I made the sweater a couple weeks ago, and I noticed when I was just working during the day, my sleeves kept I kept having to pull them up. So I thought, I'm going to fix that. So what I did is on the out seam, which is this one here, there's two seams, I just decided, because ruching is so popular right now, I just put a piece of elastic and I went 10 inches up, and I cut a piece of elastic that's like 6 inches wide. It was all finished, hemmed and everything. And I just put the elastic at the bottom and then just stretched it, and I just literally top stitched it. And I love it. I love it. I forgot to mention it. Thanks for asking. Because what it does is it just keeps my sleeves up a little bit. And then on this one, what I did, I was just trying to do different sleeve differences. I actually tapered this. And I tapered this 4 inches. So an inch here, an inch here, an inch here, an inch here. And then it allowed me to roll it up. And I liked this too, because I've worn this. So I put it on and it was rolled up. And for me personally, I love a 3/4 sleeve. I'm just crazy about a 3/4 sleeve. I think that's good and bad. But I would do everything 3/4 if I had my way. Sometimes, it's inappropriate. But I like that 3/4 sleeve. I like it rolled up. So, hi, just arrived. What pattern number what pattern number for your matching t-shirt? Oh, this is a sweater set, $195. I just did it's sweater set $195, and I just cut out the neck. I just used the French curve and cut the neck a little bit lower. That's it. 1715, what red is it? Blue or orange? Blue. Blue. Are the two Laura Piana woven or knit? They're woven. One's almost 100% cashmere, it's a woven, and one's a cashmere wool blend. It's a woven also. How would you stabilize the neckline? You don't need to stabilize the neckline. Nothing's stabilized on mine. You don't need to stabilize the neckline. Could we see the Armani again? Yes. This Armani is it's a blue and black, and it's a chevron. The weight of this fabric is about a Pontoroma. And I don't think you can see it, but this is textured. It's like the chevron has ridges to it. The blue is raised up and the black is embedded. It almost looks like, sometimes when the wind blows across the sand and it creates the ridges, that's what it reminds me of. The blue is high, the blacks are low. And it's not a lot, but it's just enough to get some interesting, beautiful texture on there. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Nicely done. Thank you. Okay, next question. Can this be modified to use set-in sleeves? Sure. I mean, you're the one who's going to modify it. You can do anything you want if you know how to do it. Just put on an armhole, put on a sleeve, decide where you want the armhole. The armhole's actually already on the back. You just have to do it on the front. But, I mean, changes the styling completely, but it's always your project and your decision and your change. What else we got? Fun stuff? So on my cardi, I just love this cardigan, you guys. I just think it just looks like that third piece again. We've talked about that third piece and having that third piece, and I love having the third piece, but I feel like there's slits way up the side because I didn't change, I added the 10 inches here, but I didn't change where it's sewed together. So I left this open here on the side. And so it just really gives you a lot of, I don't know, I like it. It's just comfortable, casual, cool. But I didn't have any stretching out, so I don't think you have to stabilize anything. Like my neckline, I keep hitting that microphone, I'm sorry. The neckline on this top, it didn't change one bit. The armholes didn't change a bit. Nothing shifted, nothing changed with this particular fabric. Okay. Remember, you have to go see the plate magic trick sun. Oh, magic trick gone wrong plate drop on YouTube. It's just hilarious, you guys. And then the song is The River Flows in You. It's piano solo. River Flows in You. No what? No, the River Flows in You. River Flows in You. Yuruma. All right, so those are your tips for the day. So also I'm supposed to remind you, because I always forget, without my dear people here to help me. We're supposed to like the video, we're supposed to subscribe, we're supposed to hit the bell notification icon, and we're supposed to leave a comment. That is a lot of things to do. Okay, 5 things. Like the video, subscribe. 4 things, sorry. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment. I like when you guys leave comments. Even though some of the comments are really nasty, I still like them. It's okay. So 4 things to do among all the other things that you have in your busy lives. But mostly we appreciate you all being here. 220 pattern of the month for another, what's today, the 20-something? Another week, it will be $13.99. So during the month of September, we put it down, so it's going to be $13.99. Number 220 Brunello's sweater. All right. Happy sewing. Thanks for being here. Bye.